All right, everybody, we are officially live. After a slightly extended pregame there. BC looking to start things out pretty strong here over at the B site, and Shawniak left to pick up the pieces here in this 4v4. Finds the head of Elk, looking for a second, not quite able to land it there. And Shawniak still creeping up on the right-hand side there, able to find Braun. He's got the flank angle onto Zen right now. But Beaky already taking out DVL and Monk. That's going to leave it all to Zen. And then Shawniak pulling through on that final headshot. GGPR going to take pistol here on map 1, Vertigo. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is Hamtaro1H again here on the GGPR cast. This is the place to be tonight for North American Counter-Strike. Shout out to B&B over in the Couch Cup, but really this is where it's at right now. And GGPR opting for 4 MP9s and an M4 in the hands of Shawniak since he gained some extra money through those first round frags. Opening up big there, going down middle. Braun returning fire with that Galil. Still 2 rifles in the hands of BC here. Let's see if they can get something going, despite Zen dropping to 22 HP in the midst of that mayhem there. GGPR should be able to close out this round. Both Sharky and Shawniak sitting at full HP right now. Also sitting on some utility and both with helmets there. Braun and Zen also both have head armor as well. You're going to have to really be careful with Braun here. Braun likely leading the way into sight here. Here's Zen going near mid boost. He's going to come right over into Sharky's view, and Sharky going to be able to get both Zen and Braun after they jump up on there. And GGPR going up 2-0, still looking good economically here. BC, not so much. They're going to have to go for what basically is going to be a half buy here. 5 Desert Eagles across the board. No armor, but see if they can get the C4 down here. Oh, KNZ, nice pick at mid there. Majority through the smoke, like, even though he didn't get tagged with the smoke kill there. Lowrider picking up the 3rd member of VC there, but XN responding with a nice little 1-dig there at middle, but immediately getting traded by Shawniak, who smells blood, looking for a second. Lowrider backing him up and finishing that round. And GGPR looking to keep this momentum going, bounce back from their last ESEA loss last week. Kind of regrouped here, see what we can get going. Also had a really heartbreaking match yesterday in the Phoenix tournament. Lost on our final map, 16-14. GG's to 3rd impact. Was a fun one. BC still undecided about which site they're committing to this round. Do have 5 AKs across the spread right now. A lot of suppressive fire here going down at middle, both on behalf of Lowrider and 2 members of BC that he was exchanging fire with there. No one taking too much damage, though, in the process. KMZ did get tagged for 74 early there. Trying to stop this A rush, but DC with a fairly proper entry there. Although Monk does get attacked down to 27, finally taken out by Lowrider with that spam. Bomb will go down thanks to DVL there. And Sharky's location has been pinpointed after that audio. Lowrider taken out right before that. KMZ balancing things out for 2v2, making it a 2v1 here after Sharky finds the head of DVL. Both Sharky and XN low, but Sharky coming out on top, not needing KMZ to jump in. His higher HP brethren right there. So GGPR keeping the streak alive here in the first half. And Shaniak opting for the first AWP of the match here. DC potentially committing to this A rush. Looks like they are. Already trying to go up ladder there on back end. It's going to be XN finding KMZ over near sandbag corner. DVL pushing up in slightly pushing up into sight, but just enough to find the head of Lowrider there. And it looks like that should be enough for BC to get the bomb down right here. It is. Sharky looking to make something happen here as Elk goes down near middle. But they are going to have that information now on Sharky. And Shaniak, this is going to be a rough retake. Not an ideal round to start out with that off, unfortunately. DL eventually finding Sharky there. And Shaniak does find one, but Beaky's going to have to either get an exit or fall out here. Too late to fall out. He does find two. Looking for a third. He tagged the third, but not quite able to get it. DL hanging on with 13 HP, but nice job by Beaky to put a bit of a dent in the economy of Big Chillin there. Opening up big headshots onto Sharky and Shaniak. Monk backing things up at middle there. Lowrider getting taken out there. Beaky trading with Elk, only had a FAMAS in hand, able to upgrade to an AK now. Can he make something big happen with it? Just maybe. Elk going down. 3 members of BC left. Beaky, wow, with 50 HP, we've seen him pull off some crazy stuff like this before. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Boosted through mid here. Laying down that close Molotov. Almost looked like a right-click Molotov, but I believe that was a left-click. Beaky gonna have to save here, but at least he's able to get away with the AK safely, it appears, at least for now. Terrorists win. GGPR leading 4-2 as we head into the 7th round of live play here. And Beaky stopping that early rush from BC. I think they almost forgot Beaky had that AK in hand. Now Lowrider able to grab an AK himself. Granted, I'm sure even with that AK in hand, BC was not expecting that early of a push there, or push back. Lowrider and Sharky still with those AKs in hand. KMZ rotating from B with that 5-7 right now. Lowrider finding DVL at mid. Monk's still there with the AWP. Exon hiding on the right there near default. GGPR able to fend off the bomb plant here. 42 seconds left on the clock. Big Chillin gonna have to decide what exactly is gonna happen here. Looks like XN might be heading to do a fake at B, but Sharky right here to find Monk, and it's not gonna be a fake as XN is still loitering in the vicinity of A. Lowrider able to finish the round there with his AK-47. GPR putting a 5th round on the board for themselves. Looking to be in proper form tonight. Lowrider, nice early defensive kill against Monk there. Does go down to 12 HP. BC still advancing onto A site here, but XN gonna get found by KMZ, the remaining members of BC rotating to B site. They did leave the C4 kind of in T middle area undecided. And Beaky, sneaky Beaky, looked like he was almost gonna get the opening kill there, but Elk and Braun prepared for Sharky and Shawniak on that entry, but Lowrider bringing it home with that 2K there, backed up by Beaky. It's gonna be a 6th round for GGPR. Couple close rounds there, but GGPR maintaining strength here going into round 9. Looks like there is a tactical timeout on behalf of BC occurring here. Hang tight for just a second. We are live. This is going to be a rough round for BC, potentially. 2 Tech 9s, 3 50 caliber handguns. Oh, and a 50 caliber round finding the dome of KMZ there. Nice shot by Monk. Let's see if they can capitalize off that. Lowrider knows there might be some back yellow tarp action here, and he finds Braun, landing that final headshot through the spam. Geeky backing him up with that pick onto Elk, and 3 members of BC now rotating over to mid area. Looks like they want to wrap around backside of B if possible. This might set up an interesting play for Enshaniak with that AWP, and it looks like it is. He's single scope, prepared for mayhem here. Gets the first. Will he turn this into a multi? He's forced to fall back temporarily. Finds the second. Zen gonna trade with Enshaniak after those initial 2 op kills. Lowrider finishing out the round here. GGPR up 7-2. Round playing out a bit slowly here, but BC now making this advance onto A site. Minute 5 left on the clock. First contact is made. It's going to be Lowrider and KMZ going down to the hands of Elk and Monk's op there. And Enshaniak and Monk potentially facing off with those sniper rifles on A ramp right now. No op contact being made yet. DBL able to wrap around from yellow and find Geeky there. Geeky, I'm sure, not too thrilled about that one. He had a pretty good angle to send that off. And Enshaniak somehow not going down earlier than that, but DBL finding the head shortly after there. Big Chillin looking to get back into things here. Down by 4 rounds, just grabbed their 3rd round on the board there. Monk opening up with that early AWP kill onto Sharky. Not finding a second visual yet for Monk, excuse me. Braun laying down some utility over at B side. He's not going to force Enshaniak out yet. Does do a slight strafe. KMZ still holding down the B bomb side there. And BC now committing to A site. Spreading out, taking sandbags as well. C4 appears to be going down. GGPR looking for the 4v5 retake here. Unknown if they'll be able to pull this one off. On finding KMZ and Enshaniak hitting an important shot from the Monk into sandbags there. Lowrider trying to make a round of this. Finding Xen, but 3 members of EC still remaining. Might be a little too late for GGPR here, as DVL takes out Lowrider and then gets the hell out of there to avoid that explosion. And Big Chillin will indeed grab their 4th round. More utility popping off at mid early here. Neither team with too big of a move yet this round. GGPR kind of reassembling on A site here, anticipating that A push. Zen does get dinked down to 35, but it's merely a distraction from the C4 plant that's about to go down over at B site. KMZ USP kill onto Exen there, keeping GGPR in this round. 4-on-4, and Shawniak with the AWP, KMZ with the AK, and Shawniak with the frag onto Monk. Is this happening for GGPR? One-man advantage, not much time left to get this retake onto B side. DVL right there on default, ready to martyr for this bomb. And it is going to be Big Chillin pulling out this round. Beaky getting that exit kill onto L. But not much more GGPR could do there. Shawniak and Monk, AWPs again here, round 13. Little wild action and potentially some confusion there at middle with that Molotov. DVL trying to find the head of KMZ in sight there. Each player attempting to take out the other with a quick AK headshot there, but not happening. DVL eventually finding KMZ in sight there with that AK headshot. And now we're going to see a potential C4 plant. Elk is going to stick that C4. GGPR once again in a 4v5 retake situation here. And Shawniak does have that AWP in hand still. Finds Elk. Braun and Elk finding Lowrider and Co. in the process. And it's going to be BC bringing things ever closer here within one round. 7-6. GGPR up by 1 here in first half of map 1. Sharky able to dink DVL early there. As DVL goes down to 18. Big play from Elk there. That might be just enough to sway this round in BC's favor. Despite the half buy from GGPR, they still had a good shot at that. But Elk, I believe looking for the ace now. Takes out the first 4 there throughout different parts of the round. Beaky finding Monk with that Deagle headshot. Looks like he's going to be able to save that AWP potentially, but he's got a lot of members of BC hunting for him. Shawniak getting the first, but a little bit too much of a pickle there to get out of at the end. And it looks like GGPR now taking a timeout here in the final round of first half. We are now off freeze time, live into the final round of the half here. GGPR looking to fend off Big Chillin's first lead. Things all tied up at 7 right now. Sharky not able to escape that Molotov on B side. Monk setting up in the back of default with that AWP finding KMZ through that crevice. And BC looking to have their momentum going here. Proving that map 1 is potentially theirs after going down early there. Still too early to call this match either way, but Big Chillin certainly looking better than they were those first 6 or 7 rounds. Second half now officially live. GGPR opting for somewhat traditional setup here. 5 Glocks, Lowrider, and Beaky going for utility. 1 kit on CT side in the hands of DBL. Elk is seen at middle there. GGPR deciding how they're going to approach this. Shawniak attempting to get a B pick there, not quite able to find the head. GGPR likely committing to A site here, 55 seconds left in the round. Edging ever closer up A ramp here, and this is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. GGPR moving into sight. Can they pull this off? Can C4 get down quickly and be defended? C4 will go down. Shawniak laying off a few shots through that smoke grenade there. All members of BC still alive. DVL did get tagged early in the round, but no other damage taken BC other than that. GGPR trading with Zen there, but all GGPR after that, as in Shawniak and Lowrider find more members of BC, bringing them down to 2, and Shawniak finding a 4th member of BC, and Lowrider getting his 2nd kill of the round as Braun is taken out near default. That's going to get things all tied up here at 8 rounds apiece. GGPR with a bit of a unique gun setup here. Beaky opting for that MAC-10. KMZ with a Galil in hand. Sharky with a MAC-10 as well. And Shaniak rounding things out with the more traditional AK-47 setup here. Lowrider and Sharky, that's exactly what GGPR needed this round. Xen does find that trade onto Sharky over at B site. Nice shot by Xen there. GGPR should be able to close this out. Braun, they have that audio information. They're going to need to take out Braun here. He does find Lowrider with that deagle. GGPR needs to make sure he doesn't find another now that he's got that AK-47, and then he's going to get clinched, sandwiched there by Xen, who came upstairs. Beaky fortunately beasting there with the MAC-10. It looked like that was going to be BC's round in the end, but Beaky able to whip his crosshair to the left at the last second there and find that finality of that ending 2K. Impressive little 2K to end the round from Beaky there. Shaniak, huge play there as he finds Elk in DVL side by side near yellow. And Shaniak finding his third headshot of the round. And GGPR looking great. And Shaniak getting 4. Potentially going to get the ace here as Xen rotates around through middle with that Desert Eagle. Xen still hiding. Beaky gonna have to be careful he doesn't get caught with his pants down there, and he does not. Beaky able to check that and land the frag, despite Xen crouching at the last second with the Desert Eagle there. Always quite a dangerous maneuver. GGPR looking to extend this lead differential they have. Lowrider and Sharky maintaining these MAC-10s. Monk positioned perfectly at middle there, able to find Lowrider with that first op peek. Elk finding in Shaniak shortly after there. And this round is all BC so far as Braun finds KMZ trying to wrap around upper mid area there. Beaky getting tagged down to 1 HP, but somehow finding a headshot in the midst of all that. Pure chaos. Sharky is going to get the C4 down. GGPR not out of this round yet, and they are going to get that C4 money. Sharky going down. Beaky not able to pull off the Superman play from ramp, and Big Chillin will grab their 9th round here on Vertigo.
And Shaniak tagging DVL with that double scope peek at middle, but not quite able to secure the kill as he was only able to view his lower body there. Elk opening up with that first kill. Regardless, Sharky getting to see Organon. Evening things out to a 4v4. GGPR looking to pull this off despite low HP. Beaky in a perfect position, landing 3 kills as he wraps around default. Amazing play from Beaky there. And if GGPR can get a couple more of those this map, this could be a first map Vertigo victory for GGPR, but I'm sure Big Chillin has some plans to slow things down here. So even though this is a save for BC, they are gonna afford 5 Eagles. Lowrider and Beak keeping things going according to plan here. Sharky gonna have to be careful not to get sideswiped by XN over there. And GGPR extending their lead to 3 here. BC looks to be talking things over. The only member of BC without a rifle here. Devil landing a few shots before backing up there. KMZ able to find that opening kill onto Monk. That could be huge this round as BC looking to turn the tides here, but that initial pick not helping them. Shaniak looking for some close range op action here, and he's gonna find it first in the form of Braun there. Sharky once again getting a nice little C4 plant for himself. He's got 12 HP. He's gonna have to stay out of the way here and let his teammates finish this one off. GGPR able to finish that one out according to plan with no major hiccups late in the round there. Up 13-9. This is an extremely important round. BC with 4 Desert Eagles. GGPR gonna have to capitalize on this. Not slip up and get too comfortable here. Sharky taking out the only rifle there from BC. Lowrider backing him up with 2 huge kills onto Elk and Monk there. Ron looking to pull BC back into it, but this is going to be a tough one. And Beaky finishing things out there with his AK and Molotov. GGPR aiming for their 15th round, hoping to bring this within match point. This is map 1 of 3 tonight. Welcome to anyone who's just joining us. This is Hamtaro1H of GGPR. Glad you could all make it out here tonight. This is indeed the place to be for NA Counter-Strike tonight. Shout out to BNB, as I mentioned earlier, but this is the place to be. Oh, and Shaniak once again landing some double scope action onto some floating legs at middle there. And Elk looking for an emergency room to get those thighs stitched back on, seeing if he can use that M4 the rest of the round. GGPR following the scent of blood here. Devil going down and Shaniak narrowly missing the second, but Lowrider backing him up and finally finishing off Elk there. Monk able to find KMZ with that AWP, but this is still going to be a rough retake for BC. And Shaniak, huge op kill after boosting himself onto sandbags there. 3v1 situation for GGPR. I can't see Xen pulling this off, but we've seen crazier things before. Potentially, yep, smart thing to do is going to be save the AWP here. Xen looking for an exit. GGPR advancing extremely close on Mbiki getting the quick trade. GGPR bringing this to match point, ladies and gentlemen, up 15-9. Can they close it out right here in round 10 of the second half, or does Big Chillin have more in the tank? Do not click off this tab or you will not find out. Braun finding KMZ, looking for a second, is going to get traded by Lowrider. And Shaniak maintaining this AWP from last round. And GGPR hoping to close things out, but Xen right there to balance things out with that 2K, and now it's all up to Lowrider, who has 24 HP. This will go another round here on Vertigo. Round 11 of the second half here. Quick look at the scores here. Beaky, Lowrider, and Inshaniak leading GGPR 27, 23, and 22 kills respectively. Xen leading BC with 20 frags. A lot of smoke and utility action at middle here. Could work out for BC, but Lowrider has different plans. Quick 3K from Low there. Setting up Inshaniak to plant the C4. GGPR looking to close things out on map 1. It's essentially going to be all up to Xen. He's got 100 HP with that M4A1. Moving into sight is Xen, backed up by Monk, but Monk is down. He only had 20 HP. Xen finding the first, not able to get the second, as Inshaniak gets that quick reaction trade. And we are off to map 2 momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. A nice closeout on map 1 from GGPR there. Go ahead and give us just a few minutes here. I'm going to fix a few things behind the scenes as we prepare for map 2 of this exciting BO3. Don't go anywhere. This is